Sometimes in my journey as a collector, I see on eBay something so utterly worthless and useless you would think, why would anybody ever buy that? But you then remember a memory many years ago when I was a very small boy. I was stood in the kitchen of a friend of my mother's. They were chatting, having coffee, and they had one of these sat on their wall on charge. And that's the last time I ever saw one, bar a couple of brochures. What is it? Well, from the title, it is from the same era as one of these, way before Mr Dyson came on the scene. It is a Vax Vaxet cordless vacuum cleaner. Let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, it's me and a couple of other people actually, because I wasn't the only bidder. But I put my max bid in and was not outbid, and here it is now sat in the front room before you. It turned up today actually, then the postman had a good old chuckle about it, and I winced and checked the handle in the top of the thing to make sure that it wasn't snapped. And it seems to be okay, so we'll take off the outer bag. Oh, very early cordless machine this is. We are talking ancient battery technology. I would be surprised if it runs at all. That is certainly something that we will have to look at together in this video. It's all taped to the plastic. It's so annoying. Can I just slice these up the front? Yes, I can. Oh, it's in good condition. It looks awful in the photograph. Really quite terrible. Hey, there we go, look. A very rare vacuum cleaner. It's basically a Bissell Magic Room look underneath there, but it's made by Vax. Like I say, it's the same colour as this. It is the twin to this. If we take, oh yes, it is a bit broken. We'll look at that in a minute. If we take this off, look, we can see that it is a Vax Appliances 601. In exactly the same style as the upright, so this one is made in China. So, Hong Kong. So Vax obviously didn't make these themselves. It is completely dead. That is not a surprise, because we are talking very early battery tech here. Let's have a look at the charger. Here is the charger. Oh goodness me. It is broken. He said it was broken. Luckily it is only a 12-volt charger, so it's a flipping shame, because obviously that's the original Vax one. We may have to have a look at that, but this is probably the most key thing that we need anyway, because that there is a little charging brick that fits that. Have a look at that in a minute. What's also all fallen out is this, so it obviously did work at some point. Leave that in there for now. And then yeah, this is the little upright attachment part with, oh, look, it does just unscrew there. Oh, and it, oh, look at that, like it extends. Oh, I never knew that. It doesn't come off. I was wondering if it did. That is wicked. Very good indeed. So yes, this is the piece that is broken on it, and I'm not quite sure how we're going to fix that. So probably just putting some tape on it and leaving it at that. It's a bit of a shame, because the rest of the machine is in very good condition. But in fact, actually, when it's in here, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh yeah, you can get yourself a little stick vacuum. Apparently it's 30 watts. which it probably isn't. This is going to be pretty awful. But we need to do something about this power supply. And we also have this cable. So I'm going to go and try and find in my box of spare bricks a 12 volt lowish amperage brick. And then we can solder this end onto it and make ourselves a charger. I'll come back when that is done. One RIP Netgear 12 volt 1 amp charger later, which I actually cut really long, so I have a very long charger for it now. We can plug it into the machine. I can plug it into a switched off outlet and we can see if it goes bang. It's not gone bang yet. But obviously I don't know. Ah, it was on. Look, if I turn it off, a light comes on. Probably the first time that thing's been charged up or had power applied to it for years and years. You can see I put a bit of tape on it. That's basically going to be my fix. Even when it's refurbished, it's going to have tape on it. Or be kept in its cage. Can't hear anything yet. Right, I'm going to give this half an hour. Plugged in and turned on, and we'll see if it catches fire or works. It's been on charge for about an hour now, and I can tell that there is power coming through this because there is a little bit of an earth spark, or the spark you get when you dip two things together, coming from there. Is it alive? No, nothing at all. Now part of me isn't sure if, there you go, that's an easy way to out apart, if it is, something wrong inside. So I thought, probably not going to get it running in this video. But before I go and leave it on charge all night or something, because that could be what it needs. This is, I think, nickel metal hydride technology in here. Certainly not going to be anything nice and modern. We'll just check there's nothing actually wrong with it inside. Judging by how these screws are cracking off, nobody's been in here before. I'm not using the Makita, just in case. Bit size still going to come up. Wow! Okie dokie, crikey! Look at that, folks. So there is the inside of a Vaxet, and that is what gives this thing its tremendous weight. Now it's all flipping soldered together, but this is a Panasonic big old rechargeable massive battery that's probably completely and utterly dead and may have live voltage through it. This is the little tiny motor, this is the switch, and the little printed circuit board. That's quite cool to see. I'm just looking to see if there's a date stamp. Oh, hello. The battery itself might be dated the 23rd of September 1987, and if it is, that's very coincidental because I was born on the 9th of September 1987. That would be brilliant if it was. Sadly, there's not really any other date stamp on here at all. So, I believe that this battery is possibly dead. But I have a little number. I wonder. I am so glad that we opened this up because I've just spent £15 on a new battery for this, because for that price and the fact that you can get them at all, it'd be silly not to. I think that this one is completely dead. Hang on, if I do this so that you might be able to see it. There we go, and then get these the right way round so we get the right reading. Oh, no, there's 1.17 volts on it. Wow. That's pretty cool. I mean, we can always plug the charger in as well, and the points for that are here that come. So we have 11.8, so we do have 12 volts going out. On the voltage, aren't we? We have 10.45 volts going in, so I think I'm going to leave it charging. I'm going to unplug it now while it's all open, but I'm going to leave it charging. And hey, if you follow me on social media, you might see if it lives. But even if, after 2 days of charging it, I still can't get this up to work, it's probably going to need a new battery anyway, and I can very easily solder those wires onto there. So, excellent news. The Vaxet in the next video could be showing you what she's made of. I shall give the filter a good vacuum off as well when we get to that stage. So, excellent. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and stay tuned for more vintage, plasticky, vintage retro action. I'll get that back in later. Bye bye for now.